Hello again, everyone. Today's little video is different. The topic is indeterminacy, and in honor of that topic, I have no idea what I'm doing. Indeterminacy in music simply means that the performer is given a greater amount of latitude in terms of performance material. That does not mean that the composer has necessarily relinquished control. What it means is that the composer has allowed more elements to be based on chance, or performer choice, or outside influence. The composer still shapes what is happening, although the directions may be very non-specific. They may simply say, from time X to time Y, do this. And then however you choose to do that in the space of time X to time Y is what matters. Probably the most famous example of indeterminacy is John Cage's 433 for solo piano, which simply consists of 4 minutes and 33 seconds of silence. I really considered making that the video, but I'm mean, but I'm not that mean. There are YouTube videos of 433 out there, I am not kidding, as well as arrangements, different transcriptions of it. People have had a lot of fun with that concept, but the idea behind it is actually a very solid idea. It forces you to grapple with the idea of what is music. Now, up on the screen in front of you here, you see a blank staff. All that's in there are the default rests that come up when you start a thing in Finale, and I can fix that very quickly. So edit staff attributes, display rest and two measures, blam. We can get rid of or even hide the key signature. So the key signature and the time signature, so always hide. We don't even have to have the clef. Let's see. Or bar lines. Now, I'll have to work hard to default dimension number, but the idea of the blank stave here, I think this is important with the blank staves, blank staff. Just nothing. What does it mean to have nothing? We have to come up with a way to fill this. Traditionally, we've said the composer will fill in notes, rhythms, dynamics, articulations, all those things that allow you to define and make the sounds, recreate the sounds. But in a piece like this, I could put this out here and say, this is my piece of music. And it would be a very Cagean idea. It would be very much in the idea of 433, that these are the sounds, and whatever happens in the space of however long you decree this to be, this is your piece of music. There's a piece by Kenneth Mawa called In the Woods. And it's example 3912 in the book, but I'm just going to read it because this is a piece of music, and it has been performed. It could be performed. No two performances are going to be the same. Begin in the morning. Bring some lunch, 4 large discs of day-glow paper, some thumbtacks, and some tape. Choose a roughly rectangular or circular area of solid woods. Enter the woods at different locations along the periphery. Start walking in any direction. Sometimes move toward specific locations. Sometimes just wander here and there. Sometimes follow streams or paths. Sometimes bushwhack. Sometimes just sit. As you walk around, find places to tack or tape your day-glow discs in such a way that they can be seen by other players as they walk by, and be on the lookout for other players' discs. When you come across one, take it down, carry it for a while, then put it in a new location for someone else to find. In the middle of the day, find each other by making noises. Make noise by any available means. Make sounds and listen. Move towards sounds you hear. When everyone has gathered together, have lunch. Then set out again, each in a different direction. This time, when you find a disc, take it down and keep it. After the day seems to be ending, make your way to the periphery and wait to be picked up by a car. I think that would be a fun piece to perform. But it does force us to think about what constitutes music. And that's the whole purpose of this segment on indeterminacy and new approaches to musical form. We need to be able to think differently, to shed old ideas of what constitutes music. What is music? Those are the questions we'll be discussing. Thanks as always for watching. This is probably the single most surreal YouTube lecture you'll ever get from me. So I'm glad you stuck with it, and have a great day.